fair catch, called for and made. First down for this offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Utes will hustle to the line. These corners backing off a bit. They'll leave it with him. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The give on 4th down. And the Utes are stopped, but not before getting the first down. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got his man quickly.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
On the run, it's Moffitt. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Utes are marching down the field. Wide out in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Utes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick 6.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nice move to keep moving. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the... And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
With the score, Utah 21, Oklahoma State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Utah 28, Oklahoma State 0. Returner runs out of bounds.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And the Cowboys line it up with a first and goal. Trying to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose it.
By the running back.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Here we go.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Hauls it in. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Handoff to the lone back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Utes want to crank the tempo.
That's a first down for the offense.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And the Utes with the 1st and 10.
Cricket. Ringo. Freedom. Alert.
They go to the ground. Smashes through. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Offense lining up quickly.
On the play. 1st down for the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. OU, oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 21 over Ole Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll go to the ground. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense?
Going up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moffitt. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Utah.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Utes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Utah! And the beatdown has ensued.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Wide receiver shows motion. On third down, going up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll fire to his right. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Cobra!
From the shotgun, the inside give. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give. He breaks a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Utes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and goal coming up here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Utes! And the route is on.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
52, Oklahoma State, 0.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll start this drive firing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Fights off a defender.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And wings it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moffitt. Oh, they knock it free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football.
The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up.
First down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Comes out throwing on first down. Skips away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pulls and fired complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Wants to fire on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Offense set on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Utah! And the pummeling has started. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Getting some heat. And he throws another interception. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Utes. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The aerial assault continues. This time it's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Dang, good for them. They put together a drive. They've got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is...
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Oklahoma State, 9.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The option look. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And it's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about.